What's going on? We back. Got some news that came in. Goodfellas Sports TV. We up in this thing. And apparently Rihanna was offered to perform at the Super Bowl in Atlanta. She declined it because of the Colin Kaepernick kneeling situation. And she didn't agree with how the NFL handled the situation kneeling and how they handling Colin Kaepernick. So she declined. We also know Jay-Z reportedly declined the NFL halftime Super Bowl show at one point. Shout out to everybody that's supporting what we're doing. Don't forget, we are on all social medias. Those links are in the description as well. And, I forget they got Maroon 5 or somebody performing at the NFL Super Bowl halftime this year. I'll put the link in the description. I was fortunate enough to go in the Super Bowl for the Patriots and Giants 2 in Indianapolis and, see Beyonce perform. So a lot of people don't get that opportunity to go to the Super Bowl or see a halftime show. And I haven't seen Beyonce, and I think she brought out Missy Elliott, if my memory serves me correctly. And in Atlanta, which is a predominantly black metropolitan area, a lot of the people wanted a black performer there for this one for sure. Last year, they had Justin Timberlake. Jay-Z was offered it last year or this year, one of the two. He declined it. So a lot of people wanted something black, in that community because it's a big urban metropolitan area, and you have Rihanna declining it, and that definitely would have, it would have served. A lot of people would have been happy with, Rihanna performing, but you got to understand that, she's linked with Jay-Z. Jay-Z is the same guy that declined the NFL halftime show. I think it was this year Super Bowl or last year Super Bowl. He declined it. And, she's business partners with Jay-Z. She's on his label, I believe. They're very close. And you got the wrong one. Beyonce wasn't going to do it. And I was surprised that the NFL kind of stepped out of they kind of safe scope thing and was trying to get Rihanna. Even though Rihanna does have some safe songs, some very outlandish songs as well. I was surprised, you know what I'm saying? But I couldn't get them. I don't know what other artists out there is safe. Obviously, Chris Brown has a controversial background. Most of the Atlanta artists that I know are rappers are affiliated with trapping and some of the stuff of that nature. So, you don't really know. You don't really know, which one, who else they could have really got. They could have went old school and did with older singers and did Aretha Franklin tribute. But obviously, Rihanna declined it. And I'm not angry. I'm happy that she did. She's standing on some type of morals in a world where a lot of people don't have any morals or standards when it's all about the dollar. And she didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely think it would have put them over the top, the NFL. It would have made it one of the greatest halftimes performances that most urban people could remember. And overall, everybody could remember. But it didn't happen. It seems like the NFL, it took for the NFL for the black viewership to kind of turn their back with the kneeling situation and how the collusion case is handled with Colin Kaepernick and also Eric Reid, even though Eric Reid is back in the league with the Carolina Panthers, for them to finally give black people what they wanted at a halftime show. Now, Beyonce was cool, but, Beyonce is, she's not really touching that. She's touching the younger crowd, like the 20, 25 and up type of crowd. Rihanna still kind of got in touch with kind of like 25 to 20. The viewers and some of the teenagers still look at Rihanna as that type of person. They look up to. Beyonce is a little bit older. She's been around the block as well. And I think this would have really, really set it off. But it takes for, black people to turn their viewership instead of boycotting and their ratings to crash to reach out and get kind of a real urban artist and Rihanna to do this. You know what I'm saying? Everything before was safe with Justin Timberlake, with Bruno Mars, like Bruno Mars and Beyonce. As well, you know what I'm saying? Rihanna would have been a nice step of getting, not so safe performers. Like, come on, we all grown. I know everybody wants it to be a G, rated thing, but at the end of the day, we at least can go PG-13. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to go up there and have 2 Chainz sing "Proud," "Mama Ain't No Hoe," "Mama Ain't Raised No." I'm not saying that, but I don't know. Something that's for the black viewership. It seems like everything is versed towards the overall average white American viewership and the safe viewership there. And obviously, if you look at the arenas around the NFL, I really never remember seeing a predominantly black football game where there's more black people in the stadiums than white, and that goes for every major sport. Only one I truly noticed that is a black audience at the arena is truly an Atlanta Hawks game. Okay, that's the only one that I really noticed. But you have a lot of, blacks are the highest consumers. When you talk about merchandise, you talk about viewership, you talking about buying Nikes and jerseys and stuff of that nature. And this definitely really would boost the NFL in the right direction. The NBA gets it. The NBA gets it. They have hip hop rappers performing at their halftime shows all day, and they understand who they consumers are, where their viewership come from. They understand, the product on the floor is urban, it is hip hop. They embrace the urban and hip hop community. Okay, they have fully 100% embraced being synonymous with hip hop, which is the biggest, largest, most poached, most vultured culture in the world. And the NBA knows that's where it's at. They know how to treat their players. They know how to handle situations. Their player union work really, really good with the NBA. The commissioner gets it. He wants the best for the NBA. And that's why the NBA, in about 5 years, probably not even that, will be the number one sport in the America. It will climb up the ranks in the world of being a very, very popular sport, world sport, with soccer or football, whatever you want to call it. But the NFL, they don't get it. They starting to get it because they got their viewership. The urban viewers got to get ignorant and not watch because how they're handling Kaepernick, Eric Reed, and the kneeling situation. They don't get it. It's a bunch of old white owners that's living back in the whatever day they was from, and they think it's my way, the highway. They don't want to. Everything is about their pocket. Everything is about the risk. They stuck in their ways. And until those old owners move out the NFL is going to completely decline. With them trying to protect their pockets with concussions. And one thing that hurt the NFL more than the off-the-field things with Colin Kaepernick is the rule changes. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to not protect themselves against not getting sued anymore and not losing any more money. So now they're changing these rules to really verse it towards a safe play. And just as the kneeling situation took a lot of fans out of sport, out of the NFL, not protecting the quarterback, no targeting, the 5-yard chuck rule is a rule, or the 5-yard, you can't jam the receiver, outside of the 5 yards. It's starting to turn off the NFL. All these things over the years, these rule changes, all this BS they've been doing is going to accumulate to the downfall of the NFL falling from grace and the number one sport in America. At one point, baseball was the number one most popular sport by far in America, and everything has a turn. But it was a nice try. If you knew Jay-Z wasn't going to do it, you shouldn't have went to Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you go to another artist. I'm not so familiar with these new R&B and rappers, man. You get lost in the sauce with some of these music. Everybody sound the same, and, or whatever. We know some other high-risk guys that they not getting, like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Some of these other guys that's really, really out there, they not getting. But, obviously they trying to bring the black viewers there. Rihanna say, not off, the muscle of me, not off the strength of me. I ain't mad at her, man. Much blessings to the sister for standing for something and not falling for a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? It would have did wonders for her career to put her on the pedestal, to gave her some money. She could have put an album out around that time and it really would have boosted up. But she got morals, and I respect anybody that stands on their laurels and their morals. So shout out to Rihanna, beautiful black queen. Shout out to her one time for the one time. But don't forget, we on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Those links in the description. If you want to make a donation, the donation link to PayPal is in Twitter as well. I definitely appreciate it. Also, if you want to give a video request, or you want to hear me spit on something, you can DM me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Mostly Instagram and Twitter. The Facebook DM is really messing up, and I can get back at you at my soonest convenience. If you got a video collab or you got a business, venture, or business related or video related question, my email is in the description as well. Also, if you want to know where I get my instrumentals from for my intro video, that link's in the description as well. Definitely appreciate everybody for blessing with their viewership. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit the bell icon button, check out our ever growing show playlist. We talk NFL, NBA, music, entertainment, hood stories, a lot of different list. We got boxing, MMA, women's golf. Women's boxing, all types of things. So check us out and our growing playlist out. We go.